Hey everybody, Bob Doyle here. Welcome back to Boundless Living Coaching, and I want to take this opportunity to introduce you to still another one of our amazing Boundless Living certified coaches, Rhonda Enea. Rhonda, welcome. It's great to have you here.
Hey, Bob. So good to be here.
Yeah, so I wanted to give my folks an opportunity to get to know my coaches a little bit, learn a little bit about why you're doing coaching and what kind of makes you tick, and to understand sort of where you're coming from all of this stuff. So why don't we just start with the basic question as to what has really driven you to be a coach in the first place?
Well, I think I've always done it naturally. I'm always the one to kind of give my 2 cents if somebody's looking for a little help. And it always seems to have benefited others. So I take that as, well, maybe it's something that I could do for a living,
Yeah.
you know? Woohoo! Why not?
Yeah, isn't it great that coaching has been created so that people like us who just have, we just want to help people can actually put ourselves in that instead of annoying people by giving unsolicited coaching?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
so yeah, I mean, for the people who really get the value of coaching, it's just amazing to have this service available, somebody who can actually reflect back and all of that. So that's great. And I'm finding that most people who end up being professional coaches do have a similar thing. They just, it's natural in them. It's rare to find someone who's drawn to coaching who never wanted to help people before, you know.
Right.
So it is wonderful that you have found this outlet for yourself, and we're great to have you here. So now, have you done professional coaching before coming
No,
to Boundless Living?
no, not professionally.
So tell me what drew you to Boundless Living specifically as to represent Boundless Living as a coach as opposed to doing anything else to do that.
It was you, Bob. I mean, I have to be honest, and listening to your intro to the Boundless Living coaching program, it just resonated. It totally vibrated with my heart. It was, and then you used the word groovy. I have to say,
Right, we're hip
everybody
here.
uses the word groovy. We're like in the same wavelength.
Simon, I guess I need to put that on every email I send out about coaching. Just say groovy and I'll attract people. Yeah. So, I know that we in Boundless Living, we approach the law of attraction in a very specific way. We use science and things like that, but we also, as I've said before, each of our coaches, while the purpose of my creating a coaching certification program is to duplicate the way that I teach things in terms of the content, every person who comes into the coaching program and is certified as a coach has their own unique style and personality and all of that. So, but was there something about the approach we took or that we take in teaching the law of attraction that resonated with you? Not just the Bob Doyle-ness of it, but how we do things, how we communicate it.
Uh, I found it to be very holistic. I love science, and you've got that whole thing, and that whole thing with the science behind the secret with that doctor. I can't remember his
Travis
name.
Taylor, yeah.
Yeah, that was to me that is like so rich with I can look into the individual atoms of the universe and the energy, and that's real. That's science, and to to know that, and I'm also very spiritual, to know that my spirituality is also based in science, which to me makes it very holistic. It's not anything woo-woo. It's something that we can prove, something that scientists, the more that they study their fields, the more that they see an intelligence behind the universal laws. To me, it's amazing. And you totally hit that. And to be able to really have that as a part of my ability to coach others and help others, whether or not they're particularly interested in that
Yeah.
really doesn't matter. Because as long as you have that foundation to go forward with and to help others and know that the the concern and compassion and kindness that you have for another person and being able to be open and listening to them, that it's based in science, it's based in our humanity, and you hit every single nail when it comes to that. And I was very attracted to that about the Boundless. I mean, I still go back and do the Boundless Living course because I love it. And every time I listen to it, it's something else that you learn because it's something that you're ready to hear and something you're ready to explore. So to be able to take that information, to give bits and pieces to others so that their life can become, more abundant in every asset, every little, like a diamond, every facet of your life can just bloom and blossom and just to be your most spectacular self and to be able to help somebody do that, yay.
Yeah, and I think you really hit a very good point is that, not every coaching client is necessarily going to be all on board with like the law of attraction, for example. They want to change in their life, and the law of attraction is really a tool set that we as coaches can use to help a person craft the life of their dreams and really, take what you've learned in terms of the law of attraction and use that in a client situation so that they, without having to necessarily like be all in love with the secret or the law of attraction, do the things that are necessary within them energetically to be able to allow what they want to happen in their life. So it's really enough that you understand it and know how to communicate it to them, so that they don't even have to. But I generally find that most people who are attracted to boundless living do have an understanding and appreciation of what the law of attraction is and want to learn more deeply about how to make it work. And so one of the benefits of working with someone like you who embraces all aspects of this coaching work, including the law of attraction, they stand to benefit the most because they're going to get the best of everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
So in terms of coaching, I find that a lot of coaches have certain areas that they particularly like to coach in. I mean, you're trained to coach in every area because once you have that level of understanding of the law of attraction, you can pretty much handle just about everything. But there's certain areas that we as coaches really love to help people with. Maybe it's because we had our own breakthrough in those areas, and so we have a deep level of passion for that. Do you have a couple of areas that not that you couldn't coach in other things, but that you actually really love helping people move through?
I do. Um, One is finances. I have been able, for some reason, to just be able to attract what it is that I need for myself, for my family, and to be able to help others to see how simple it is, um, and maybe to look in areas that they didn't think they had to.
Yeah.
So that's fun. Health and wellness, nutrition. I'm really up on a lot of the new stuff with that. So I love to help anybody that has issues, whether it's weight or some kind of, immunity thing they've got going on, or it could be something more severe. Um, to be able to help somebody do that. And also through all this stuff, I love to use meditation. Meditation to me is huge. I teach Qigong. So it kind of like, if somebody's interested in that, we could sprinkle that into.
Yeah, no, it's great. And you said that what attracted you to this whole thing is sort of the holistic approach that we take. And, I've talked a lot, especially recently, about the importance of self-care and health and things like that, because a lot of times people don't take that really into consideration, even when unless they're dealing with a serious health challenge at the moment, they're not really thinking about that. And so a lot of times when people create their grand vision, they don't even think about that aspect.
Hmm.
Or they've gotten maybe they're not even aware of how much better they could be feeling because we get comfortable in our whatever it is, our energy level, the way that we feel. We're not even aware that there is a problem. So that when you start to work with somebody on their vision and then you help them realize that, well, the person in this vision is going to require this amount of energy, this amount of stamina, this amount of, zest for life. And if they get confronted with the fact that, wow, I don't have that right now, then that's another area that then you can coach them with. And they probably didn't even come to you for that, right?
Right.
But
Absolutely.
that's the side benefit of having a coach who sees the things that they're not even looking for at this point.
Hmm.
So you said you also teach Qigong. What else are you kind of up to let people kind of know that besides just coaching, this is what I enjoy in life?
Oh, what I love to garden. I love dogs.
Dogs!
I have three of them. Call me crazy.
No way. I'm
One's a
jealous.
10-month-old ginormous German Shepherd. He drives me crazy, and he's my greatest teacher. And that's another thing is I love to show people that the things that drive them crazy in life, that's really your best teacher. So I love dogs.
Yeah.
Um, I live out on Long Island. I love the beach. I love anything that has to do with water. Um, what else? I have three grown sons. They bring me a lot of pleasure. Uh, so yeah, I mean, I love to dance. I haven't done that in a while. Oh, and I love science fiction, Star Wars and Star Trek and all that kind of stuff. So if any of you Trekkies are out there,
Woohoo!
I've
Awesome.
got stuff around here in here, like a little miniature Star Trek. And oh wait, look what I have. Do you know what that is?
It's a tribble. And there's only one. You're supposed to be
There's only.
surrounded with them.
I know we didn't get a mate on purpose.
Oh well. Anyway, well that's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing this side of you, your passion for the coaching. I think it really comes through, and I'm sure people are going to love working with you when they get the opportunity to. So, and I feel very privileged that you came into the program and contributed what you did during the certification process, and I'm just really happy to have you a part of the Boundless Living team.
Oh, thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Ron.
It was one of the greatest adventures of my life, that program, really.
Terrific. All right, well, I look forward to working with you for a long time to come.
Thanks, Bob.